This summary of the Blue Ocean Strategy book by W. Chan Kim will teach you how to expand your business without having to defeat any competition. Introduction. What am I gaining? Conquering uncontested market space is necessary. Every company asks itself the same question: how can we outperform our rivals? To outperform our competitors, we must become bigger, better, and faster, as this is the consensus among nearly all businesses. But what if your business did not have to compete because there was no competition? What if you could experience unlimited growth without having to worry about demand? This is not a fanciful notion, but a strategic approach that a small number of prosperous businesses have already implemented. How did they succeed? How can your company do the same? This brief summary will provide a taste. Principle Idea 1. Elude your rivals by setting sail for the ocean. When starting a new business, the level of competition can be fierce. Whether you're selling wine, audiobooks, or life insurance, a product's market size is limited. Therefore, you must compete with hundreds of other businesses for a limited demand. It comes as no surprise that America's most popular business television program is titled Shark Tank. Today's markets are comparable to oceans, teeming with companies eager to kill one another. Given the amount of blood in the water, we can refer to these markets as red oceans. Occasionally, however, a company appears to dominate the competition. These are businesses that rise rapidly, expand unopposed, and appear to follow their own rules. What are their unique characteristics? Well, rather than competing for scraps in red oceans, these companies navigate uncharted territory, blue oceans. You can think of blue oceans as the undiscovered markets for products and services that do not currently exist. Demand is not limited because there is no demand. Demand must be created. However, this is not a disadvantage, it is an opportunity. Because if your market size is not constrained, neither are your growth and profits. In blue oceans, there is no bloody competition in the water. It is profound, lucid, and full of untapped potential. The Blue Ocean Strategy provides the methodology and instruments necessary to conquer such uncontested markets. It is true that space in a particular industry may be constrained. Who is to say, however, that a company cannot create an entirely new industry? Consider the renowned Canadian circus company Cirque du Soleil as an example of this in action. Cirque du Soleil has amused millions of people all over the world with its extraordinary variety shows. In addition, it has achieved record profits. Not what one would anticipate from a circus company. How did the organization do it? Cirque du Soleil performed two interesting feats. First, it eliminated the traditional circus staple of animal acts. Then, it added live music and captivating narratives to its human acts. The first action decreased expenses, while the second action introduced exciting new elements to the world of circus. In effect, Cirque du Soleil carved out an entirely new market for artistic theater experiences, thereby creating a blue ocean. And they enjoy it. Principle number 2. Reduce your expenses and differentiate yourself. Maybe you find the example of a circus company to be a bit too diverse. No problem. A blue ocean strategy has been successfully implemented by thousands of other companies. Companies such as Ford, Nintendo, Netflix, Nespresso, Yellowtail, Southwest Airlines, and even The Body Shop are utilizing this strategy. This section will examine their success in greater detail. But first, a few additional words regarding red oceans. In red oceans, or well-established industries, everyone follows the established rules. Once upon a time, these rules may have read as follows: movies may be purchased or rented. Wine should exude an air of sophistication. Air travel is costly. However, none of these rules apply to oceans. The actions of industry participants actively shape blue oceans. To establish a blue ocean, it is not necessary to reinvent the wheel. Frequently, a few minor adjustments are sufficient to distinguish a product from its competitors and create a new market. Examine your industry as it exists at the present moment. Then consider which variables you can increase, eliminate, reduce, or create. Let's examine these points sequentially with illustrations. Raise. Consider how you can improve the industry's product quality, price point, or service standards. Southwest Airlines was the first U.S. airline to make domestic flights quick, simple, and affordable for all passengers. Eliminate. Consider which elements of your product or service can be completely eliminated. Remember how Cirque du Soleil eliminated expensive and unethical animal performances? Every industry has certain outmoded practices that they should abandon. Reduce. Consider which production processes, product attributes, and service offerings can be trimmed. The Australian wine brand Yellowtail, for instance, decided to reduce its emphasis on prestigious vineyards and the aging process in favor of inexpensive wines with broad appeal. Create. Consider what additional features you can provide to your customers. Netflix is a prime example of this, as it was the first company to offer on-demand streaming of movies and television shows. Ideally, considering these questions will assist you in doing two things: reducing expenses and differentiating your business from the competition. And that is all that is required to create a blue ocean. Moreover, if your company continues to address these four factors, namely, increase, eliminate, reduce, and create, it will always remain one step ahead of the competition. Final result. In this brief summary, the distinction between red and blue oceans has been explained. Instead of competing for limited market space, successful businesses frequently capture untapped markets. They are identified by increasing, eliminating, reducing, and creating industry factors in a manner that reduces costs and differentiates your business from the competition. What are you waiting for, then? Stop swimming with sharks and embark on a voyage. Click the link in the description box to purchase the book if you want to learn more about this great book for business owners by W. Chan Kim. We appreciate your watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with your loved ones.